Hello, Marvelites! You are watching Marvel's Pull List, and I'm Ryan Panagos, aka Agent M.
And I'm Tucker Marcus.
And every week here on the Pull List, we talk about awesome comics. Tucker, what are we talking about this week?
This week, we're talking about Dark Reign. It's the storyline that put Norman Osborn at the front and center of everything good, everything bad of the Marvel Universe at large. It's incredible. It comes after the events of Secret Invasion, where Norman Osborn really seizes his opportunity to take control of everything, and that leads us into some very, very fascinating places.
Yeah, it's. I love the end of Secret Invasion. Norman Osborn, he gets the kill shot. He wins the day. He's like, I'm the big dog. He becomes Nick Fury mixed with Iron Man of the Marvel Universe, top cop, big dog, and it all goes completely sideways from there, and it's so much fun. And it begins with a really cool issue, right?
That's right. The kind of transition issue between Secret Invasion and Dark Reign is a one-shot called Secret Invasion Dark Reign #1. And man, did I love this book. Norman essentially calls a meeting with a group that then becomes known as the Cabal. It includes Emma Frost, it includes Dr. Doom, it includes a favorite iteration of Namor the Submariner that I really
favorite
love.
For you.
Yeah,
let's not get crazy.
You know what? The visuals are exactly what I imagine in my heart Namor the Submariner really looks like. Anyway, those characters come together and they have a fascinating conversation that essentially is the building blocks of where we're going to go from here across the Mighty Marvel Universe. Because, like we mentioned, Norman Osborn has taken his chance. He is not just the big bad in New York City or in the world of Peter Parker now. He's the big bad across the entire universe. I think this is ultimately a book all about the kind of morally gray area that somehow we are led to find Norman Osborn in. I think that's an incredible achievement.
Yeah, I think you used the term anti-villain. So like we have anti-heroes and he is the anti-villain because yes, he is deplorable. He's the worst. But then you kind of start getting into Norman Osborn. At least I did. I think particularly it was in the pages of Dark Avengers that I really started to say, oh man, Norman Osborn, he's kind of compelling and I can see his point in some ways. There's this great scene with Norman Osborn. So basically Norman Osborn becoming the Iron Man of it all creates a suit of armor called the Iron Patriot. So he's Captain America and Iron Man together. He's leading a team of Avengers, which is stacked with villains. We're not even going to get into that in full this conversation. But he has this team, and one of the people on the team is the Sentry. So he's basically been gifted the most powerful weapon in the universe in the body of a mentally unstable man who has a dark side which could destroy everything. And Norman's like, oh, cool. That's me. I'm you. Hey, bro, what's going on? Do you want some hamburgers? Let's hang out. Let's talk. You're gonna be fine. And there's this wonderful scene where Norman breaks through to Sentry and talks to him in ways that no one else has. And it becomes this really compelling, like, multi-layered exploration of who Norman Osborn is, to the point where I'm like, man, Norman really should be higher up on that, like, pantheon, that Mount Rushmore of villains.
Yeah, completely. It's that thing where the scariest moments of Norman Osborn in that one shot I mentioned in Dark Avengers aren't when he's just being outright villainous and dastardly and all of those things. The scariest moments are actually when you empathize with him and you find yourself drawn in and you find yourself kind of getting his points. But that just speaks to the power of the writing. It speaks to the power of the artwork. It's all so incredible. And like we said, I mean, Norman Osborn, he's a pretty convincing guy.
Yeah. Plus, that team has got like Venom eating people. It's got cool monsters. It's got Bullseye in a Hawkeye costume. It's a whole lot of fun. There's so many cool comics to read in this entire Dark Reign storyline.
Hey, speaking of reading, it's all on Marvel Unlimited right now, so you should go check it out.
Yeah. And then if you read through all the Dark Reign stuff, it gets to a storyline called Siege, which is really cool. Maybe we'll talk about that another day. But for Dark Reign and Secret Invasion, we had really cool conversations with editor Tom Brevoort, who worked on all these books, and Teenie Howard, writer of Excalibur and many other comics, who's just like a super fan like us. And we got to get some really cool behind the scenes stuff. You can hear about all of that on Marvel's Pull List, the podcast version. Get it wherever you get your audio, and we'll be back with another video episode real soon. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Tucker.
And this is Marvel,
Your universe.